boys and girls. Today's story is called A Perfect Spot for a Picnic. It's a perfect day for a picnic, said Mr. Bear. Do you suppose you could pack us up a lunch? I certainly do, said Mrs. Bear, and she and the two little bears bustled about, finding more and more tasty and delicious smelling things to eat. Only this time, Mr. Bear, I do hope you won't be so choosy about a picnic spot that we'll end up eating in some silly place like a cow pasture, simply because we'll be too hungry to walk another step. Well then, I won't, said Mr. Bear. This time you can choose the picnic spot. How does that suit you? Perfectly, smiled Mrs. Bear. So that was settled. But once she and Mr. Bear and the two little bears were out in the summer woods, Mrs. Bear wasn't nearly so easily suited. One picnic spot struck her as shady. Another was much too sunny and hot. A third had no wild flowers around it. And when at last they did find one with all those things, Mrs. Bear cried, "Oh, but here there's no brook to wade in. Surely we can find a better spot." By then it was lunchtime and everyone was very hungry. So on and on they went, till past lunchtime. "We're starving," cried the two little bears at last. "Please hurry up and choose a picnic place." "Yes, please do," Mr. Bear groaned. "This basket's getting heavier and heavier." "All right," agreed Mrs. Bear with a sweet smile. "Let's just go around the next turn in the path, and there we will eat." So around the turn they went, and there they were, Mr. Bear and Mrs. Bear and both little bears right back home in their own backyard. The little bears were too surprised to say anything, but Mr. Bear quickly put down his basket. "I've never seen a more perfect spot for a picnic," he cried briskly. "Chairs and a table and a wading pool and a beautiful flower garden for looking at. Why, I think we should have lots and lots of picnics here all summer long." "We do too," agreed the hungry little bears. "And oh, can we start having one right now?" "We certainly can," said Mrs. Bear, still smiling to herself as she opened the picnic basket and began spreading out all those tasty and delicious smelling things to eat. What a great story. Boys and girls, if you have some time this week, think about a spot that you would choose as the perfect picnic spot. See if you can describe it to me. You could use words and pictures, and also tell me what you would take on your picnic. Thanks. Have a good day, boys and girls. Bye.